Help me, Robert the Bruce. You're my only hope.
What's up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here, and today I'm sending out this special video to the lonely gamers out there. Now, if your friends list is just booming and you think, well, he can't be talking to me, then I say, not so fast. Because there comes a time for all of us, regardless of how many friends we have, where we log into game and nobody else is online. So then what do? Quit and do something productive with your life? No way, we're gamers here. So then we're left with a couple options. Tinker around with random classes, just kinda goofing off, or sack up and go after some objectives, lone wolf style. Now in a lot of games, this ain't a big deal, but in a game like Battlefront, especially if you're playing a bigger mode like Supremacy, well, that's a whole other animal. And not like a baby seal or meerkat, I'm talking at least a mountain lion or something kinda scary. Anyway, that brings us to this video, where I want to talk about my class setup and strategies for playing solo and still helping the team. Now to start things off, I cannot say enough good things about the scan pulse. It rocks all the time, but when you're solo and can't count on anyone to have your back, it is immensely helpful in pulling off some of the strategies that I go with. In this video, you'll see a clip showing the beginning of a round as both teams charge for that center objective. By getting there as quick as possible and dropping that scan pulse, I'm able to greatly assist my team in wiping out enemies and starting off this round with an early advantage. It's helpful in all game modes, but if you're solo playing Supremacy, I can't think of a different star card that would be better. The other things you'll see me doing throughout this video is kind of being a high school kid who's out past curfew. You know, sneaking around to the side entrance, trying to avoid getting caught. Well, when playing solo, you often won't have a partner to spawn on, or, as seems to always be the case, you'll get randomly partnered up with someone who you start to suspect is actually not a person at all, but just a controller that's continuously bouncing down an endless flight of stairs, hitting random buttons as it goes. Because my random partners are always terrible. But anyway, you want to make every life count because, unlike when you're running with your buddies, you know that when you die here, you will almost certainly be spawning back a ways, so you don't want to waste half the round running back to the fight. So, back to the side entrance analogy. I absolutely love biding my time and patiently waiting for an opening to flank the enemy. You'll see me do it a few times throughout this video, and they never learn. It's just glorious, because the bad guys simply don't learn that after they finally kill me, I'll be doing everything I can to get back to that flank and mess them all up again. It really is hilarious. There were multiple moments throughout this video where my team is at a standstill against the enemy, with everyone on opposite sides of a hallway, frantically blasting shots back and forth. All it takes, though, is some epic flankage by me, that sounds a little awkward, and I'm able to wipe out tons of the baddies and allow my team to push forward. Now, even if you die 4 or 5 times trying to make this happen, when you finally successfully execute the flank, it is all worth it. Now next, I need to mention the incredible usefulness of the thermal detonator. I know it's the basic first grenade and doesn't feel special, but put away that cycler rifle for a second and hear me out. When you're all up in the objective, or at the very least trying to work up a sweet flank to give your team an edge, that grenade is irreplaceable. First, it just gets good kills. When I enter an area with baddies a little spread out, I'll toss the grenade at one section of them and focus my fire on the other. It's a great way to clean them all up before they realize you're even there. Second, and this one might be the most important, the grenade is a wonderful way to buy yourself some time. Remember, you're Han Soloing it up right now. See what I did there? No buddies are watching your back and no one reliably there to give you some cover fire. So when your blaster overheats or you just simply need to regain a little health, tossing that detonator at the corner where the bad guys are all tucked behind, it'll buy you precious, much needed seconds to check yourself so that you won't wreck yourself. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Now, even the explosion of the grenade can be helpful, just to block the enemy's line of sight for a couple seconds. I'll toss it sometimes knowing I won't get a kill, but then I'll use the explosion as cover to cross through an open hallway or something. Now lastly, if you want to copy my class cards outright, I just love the jetpack. When I'm running solo, like I've mentioned already, I don't have other players providing backup. Jetpack is a great way to get out of danger quickly, or cross a big area in your quest to pull off that epic flank. If you're truly wanting to play the objective, it's hard to rationalize a lot of the other star cards that are really meant more for sitting back and picking off kills. If nothing else, make sure your cards are suited for what you're trying to accomplish. Now that wraps it up for this video. Make a pit stop at that like button and then hit me up in the comments with your favorite solo play strategies and setups. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.